Let me ask you a question. What if the biggest thing separating human beings does not actually exist? Stay with me because by the end of this video, I think you understand why some of the deepest conflicts in our world are built on differences that nature itself refuses to recognize. And if that's true, then we may be fighting battles that were never meant to be fought in the first place. You see, I was watching television the other day. The news was showing devastating floods in Accra. Homes destroyed, roads washed away, families displaced, people standing helplessly as water swallowed years of hard work. It was heartbreaking. Then I changed the channel, and there it was again. Floods in Nigeria, the same destruction, the same fear, the same grief. Then another channel. Floods somewhere else, different country, different language, different flag, the same human suffering. And that's when something struck me. Nature does not seem to care about the differences we spend so much time creating. Think about it. Human beings have an incredible talent, not for finding what makes us the same, but for finding what makes us different. The color of our skin, the country we were born in, the language we speak, the God we worship, the family we come from, the political party we support, even the style of our hair. It's fascinating because many of these divisions were created by us, not by nature, not by the earth, not by the rain, not by the wind, and yet we defend them as if the universe itself depended on it. You see, I have noticed something. The thing that truly governs life treats us all the same. The sun rises from everywhere. The rain falls on everyone. The cold affects everyone. The heat affects everyone. Disease affects everyone. Aging affects everyone. Death affects everyone. No flood stops to ask which tribe you belong to. No earthquake pauses to check your nationality. No storm changes direction because of your religion. Nature sees something we often forget. That beneath all our labels, we are remarkably similar. Think about that. We all arrived in this world the same way. We all experience joy. We all experience pain. We all experience loss. We all hope. We all fear. We all love. We all struggle. And eventually, every one of us leaves this earth. Yet somehow, between birth and death, we become experts at separating ourselves. And I have always found that strange. Because everything else seems to understand unity better than we do. Look at water. A single drop is small, almost powerless, but when enough drops come together, they become a river, and rivers cave valleys. They shape landscapes, they move mountains over time. Water never argues about which drop matters most. It simply flows together. And perhaps that's why it is so powerful. You see, human beings often talk about strength, but maybe real strength has never been about standing apart. Maybe it's been about learning how to move together, because every great civilization was built through cooperation. Every great achievement was built through collaboration. Every great society was built by people who found reasons to unite rather than divide. Now, don't misunderstand me. Differences are beautiful. Different cultures are beautiful. Different traditions are beautiful. Different perspectives are beautiful. The problem is not diversity. The problem is believing that diversity requires division. Because those are not the same thing. And maybe that's the lesson. We can be different without being enemies. We can disagree without hatred. We can be unique without forgetting that we belong to the same human family. Now let's return to the question I asked at the beginning. What if the biggest thing separating human beings doesn't actually exist? What if many of the walls we defend so passionately exist only in our minds? Because when the rain falls, when the flood comes, when life gets difficult, the world seems to remember something that we often forget, that we are far more alike than we are different. And here's the question I want to leave you with. If nature sees us as one, if the earth treats us as one, if life treats us as one, then why do we work so hard to convince ourselves that we are separate? Think carefully before you answer, because the future may belong to the people who discover that unity is not weakness, it is power. Share this video with someone who believes humanity has more in common than we realize, because everything else in nature seems to understand that we are one people. The question is, when will we?